Hello everyone, I hope you enjoyed the racing last Saturday with the Breeders' Cup and the end of the flat season. It's jumps racing all the way now, apart from possibly the odd visit to Meydan or something like that during the winter. And here we go, we're starting off on Friday at Cheltenham. I have checked the other meetings. There's Fairyhouse, Southall, Newcastle. There's nothing there for me to bet, I'm afraid. Anyway, so we get straight on with Cheltenham. The meeting starts with a conditional jockey's handicap hurdle. I've got nothing to say about it. Class 3 for £7,000. Who knows? We move on. The second race is a very nice handicap chase. Although I don't like betting the head of the market, there is an absolute standout in this race. It's a 150. It's a Class 2 handicap chase. Over 2 miles, good to soft ground, and there's an absolute standout in here. I think you can get 7-2 still, and the selection is On the Slopes. Now, this was a highly progressive horse last year. They worked out that he needs 2 miles and good to soft ground. He gets exactly that. He had a break, came back, and he ran 5th over course and distance behind Rouge Vif. There's nothing of that calibre in this race. He meets horses that he ran against that day, Beat the Judge and Ballywood and Azuri. Again, the main danger, I think, may be Magic Saint, who's 3-1, but he is on the drift. Fagnon d'Estrevaux is very interesting because he had a massive win and then they put him into a graded novices race. He comes back off a marker 150, but I'm going to take him on. And now I'm going to tell you about the betting plan, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have a solid win bet on the Slopes at 7-2, and I'm going to be having 4 points to win, and then I'm going to be doing a half point each way Trixie with 2 more selections. So I'm going to wait. Now you can do the singles on the second 2 selections if you like, but I'm actually going to wait and see whether On the Slopes wins. If On the Slopes wins, and then I've got 2 points running on from the each way double, I will let them run. So there you go. It's a nice race. I expect this horse to be prominent most of the way, and he just blew up and he looked like he needed the run last time out. Richard Johnson comes in to replace Adam Wedge, who rode him last time. He's also been dropped £1 for that run. I make him an absolute outstanding bet here. I should think the trainer's going there expecting to win. There are others you can mention. Azuri, for instance, he is exceptionally well treated down here on a marker 130, but he does need a solid surface, and any softening of the ground won't be in his favour. So there's 4 points to win on the Slopes, and the each way Trixie with the horses coming up. We go to the 225. Now this is a nice little race. It's a novices chase, Class 2 over 2.5 miles. It looks like a match between Southfield Stone and Protectorate, who won well last time out at Carlisle. He steps up to, that was over 2 miles. I expect him to win, but there is a market move for this horse, Mossy Fen, who was a decent hurdler, winning in a graded race, and he's been bet here. So it's a no-bet race, 225, one to watch. I thought Protectorate was going to race against Fusey Raffles on Saturday. 3 o'clock, let's have a look at this race now. This is, of course, the cross-country race, and this is one of the preparation races for the cross-country at the Cheltenham Festival. 3 miles 6, 32 fences, and we've got 2 specialists here, of course, multiple winners over course and distance, Tiger Roll and Easy's Land, and they have got everything bar 1 out of the handicap. If you look down here, Little Bruce, who's number 4 on the card, he's racing off 145, but in fact he should be carrying £9 less. So everything from Little Bruce down is £9 out of the handicap. Now the one horse who might be okay here is this Vino Royal. He's only a 5-year-old, trained by the same trainer as the favourite, and he gets in here and who knows whether he's a 145 horse or not. He could easily be a contender, and with all these weights being wrong, something has got to get third, and you could even get a case where one of these two blows out. There may be an each way bet in here. I'm not going to do it myself. I was going to suggest the only one that is in the handicap proper is having his first go over the cross country is Potter's Corner. Now he of course is a Welsh national winner, which is a 3 miles 6 race. He's going to be carrying 10 stone 1, and it's his first go over the course and distance. He would like softer ground, but I wouldn't be surprised if he puts a really bold show up on his first go here. He's definitely not going to want for stamina, and he's getting £21 off the favourite and £25 off Tiger Roll. You know, he could put it up to them here. The jockey's a good jockey, the yard's going well, but he's not been out for 322 days, and that is the reason why I'm not putting him up as an each way bet. But it's interesting and fascinating racing, and if you are watching, just watch out for the two. I'm expecting Tiger Roll and Easy Land to dominate. Let's put it that way. They should win the race. But if they, have an off day, the two I'm going to put up against the favourites are Potter's Corner and Vino Royale. Tongue Tied goes on, only a young horse, French trained, and he could easily be way, way better than his handicap mark. Okie dokie. Now here we go. 2 miles 5 for the Ballymore Novices Hurdle. This is what they call the Hyde. It's at 3:35. It's on ITV. 7 runners go to the post. This is a shame, but it's a decent race. And there is this favourite here. Does he know? Won a Class 2 Novices Hurdle. Gets a £3 penalty for that over course and distance. That's okay form, but 11 to 8. I think he's definitely worth taking on. I definitely could not have Bally Millsley. I couldn't have Petra Star, the Grand Vizier. So it came down to these 4. I do like Polish, and if there was 8 runners, I would definitely put him in the multiple. But with only 6-7 runners, I'm going to take out the filly. She's got a tough task on here. But Nicky Henderson sends this horse Grand Mogul. He won on his comeback 17 days ago at Chepstow. If you've done the multiple bet as I suggested, then he's going to be the second leg. Grand Mogul. He's going to be very, very hard, I think, to keep out of the places. De Boinville and Henderson, powerful combination. And I think you can get 100 to 30, 7 to 2 possibly. I know you only got only 2 places. But if the first leg is not a winner in the handicap chase from earlier on the slopes, then it'll be a 3-point win bet on Grand Mogul. But if you've done the multiple bet and on the slopes as one, then there's no need to have the single on Grand Mogul. And the final race here, now it's a handicap hurdle, and I very often don't get involved in these, but there's a horse in here that looks a mile in front of his handicap mark, absolute mile. Now I do like this Nicky Henderson horse, and he's 8 to 1, and you can get 5 places. And I very nearly suggested, and you can do as well, if you want to have a point each way on, this is a 2 miles handicap hurdle for novices. If you want to have a point each way with William Hill at 5 places on Chazamax for Henderson and De Boinville, that could be the one out of their 2 that goes in. He's definitely a player, but what I was concerned about was the going is a bit softer than the ideal. He would definitely like good ground, and I'm a bit concerned about 2 miles and half of furlong on this stiff track. He may just not like the stamina test. But the bee's knees absolutely sluiced up the other day at Musselburgh. He only gets a £7 penalty. The same boy rides him. He won by 17 lengths. 7 to 2 available with 5 places. If you do your multiple bet with William Hill, he's absolutely almost impossible to get out of the 5. So again, if there's money running on, just let it run. If we've got a winner or 2 winners running on, then great. In fact, if we've got 2 winners running on, you might want to have a bet on Chazamax, because you'll already be in profit. But there you go, Bee's Knees, and he would be a 4-point win bet. So we got a 4-point win bet, a 3-point win bet, and a 4-point win bet. But should On the Slopes win, I will not be having the singles and on the second two because of the multiple bet that I'm doing. That is my advice to you, if you could manage to do it. Now, in the old days, when we used to bet in the betting shop, we used to be able to put your bets on, £30 win single, £40 win single, £60 win single, and write something like stop at a winner or stop at 2 winners. They used to be able to do that on the old betting slips, and what they would do, they'd let the first one run. If it got beat, the single on the second would apply. If that got beat, the single on the third would apply. But if the first one were to win, you would get your winnings, and then the second 2 bets would be cancelled. I don't know if that's possible to do that if you're betting online, but in a shop you can still do that. Stop at a winner. So if you can't be there to place the bets in person, I will be able to, of course. So that's what I'll be doing. I might even go 0.75 each way Trixie, thinking about it. And then I'll wait and see how On the Slopes gets on. If he goes in, then that's it. That's my job done for the day, and I'll just wait to see the other 2 running. There you go. It's a decent day, and I know I've bet near the head of the market, but these horses are going to run well. You know, you want horses that are going to run well, and if they click, you know, you can win decent money on Friday to get us set up for Saturday, which could be a busy day. Let's just have a look at Saturday now. There's graded racing action at Punchestown. It'll definitely need to be watched because some of those races may have an impact in the future. Uttoxeter, there's a couple of decent races, a Class 3 handicap chase. I haven't looked at it yet, but I will be doing so. Weatherby is okay. There's a Class 2 hurdle here, 5 runners, and a couple of decent Class 3 handicaps. But the action, all the action is at Cheltenham. We got a Grade 2 3-year-olds hurdle. We've got a decent ride, staying chase for the amateur riders. We've got a really nice novices chase, which will have an impact on the Arkle. We've got the Paddy Power Gold Cup, 17 runners, very, very tough. Then there's a handicap hurdle with 12 runners and a couple of other races, a mare's race and a Class 3 handicap hurdle. So this is where most of the action will be, but I will be looking carefully at Weatherby, Uttoxeter and Punchestown, and if anything comes up that is a must bet, I will include them in the Saturday bets. At the moment, I don't have any bets for Saturday in my mind. So at the moment, we've got 3 singles on Friday on the Slopes, who's being punted already. He looks absolutely outstanding to me. Then we've got Grand Mogul, 3-1 is the best price available. William Hill are 3-1, so that's handy. So you can put him in your each way Trixie. You know, I'm expecting him to go close. You know, they're the other contenders like Wild Romance and Polish. You know, they got to improve. And then we've got the Bee's Knees, and he is what I didn't say about him. William Hill, 5 places, 7-2. He is due to go up £8. The official handicapper has reassessed him, and he is £8 well in compared to his future mark. And he could rate even significantly better than that. And he's going to be almost impossible to keep out of the frame. I think he's got a massive chance to win. There are some other dangers in here. The Pipe Horse and the other Fergal O'Brien horse with Paddy Brennan on it. The stable won this race last year. So there's your selections for Friday. All the best now. Fingers crossed. Just to say, I will be saying in the email, we have got a new pages in the membership area. I've had a load of technical problems with the website, which is why it's not been updated. I didn't want to bore you with that stuff, and my developer worker has been away from home, isolating in a village a long way from his office, so I've not had any technical support to help me repairing the website. And there we go. So we've now got, if I just come over here, oh no, it's not done yet, but there will be new pages available with the advised bets and the content for the season with the videos and everything, anything other content that I make, PDFs and podcasts, on the website for you. All the very best now. Fingers crossed that we can have a good start on Friday and then push on from there and start making some nice profits ready for Christmas.